Good ideas alter the balance of power. So in a relationship or in a neighborhood or in a situation, and if you approach them in the wrong way, that power dynamic shifts really heavily in a negative way. And so when they initially get all of this sort of pushback, right? And it's because they don't exist in a vacuum. They exist in a social context. That's what a good idea does. And if people aren't involved in that social context and they haven't helped co-create it, then they're definitely going to push back.
This week, we sit down with downtown Eastside social entrepreneur and the owner of Save On Meats, Mark Brand.
I feel like we focus on all kinds of people who run shelters and other places about what they don't do and what they exclude and how they exclude that thing, regardless of the work that they're trying to do. And if somebody else is doing like nominal work, but they come from the business community, that's praised really heavily.
Yeah.
Really speaking about something that you care so deeply about, you just go into this flow, right? And that's like being in that rhythm is where we're supposed to be. You can build a life that is a for-profit life and a wonderful one for you. My creativity shows up the best and the most when I'm trying to do unconventional things. And those unconventional things really show up well in social entrepreneurship and answers around food. And as we know, any like moment or spark of inspiration that comes usually comes at a really inconvenient time, and it really doesn't last very long. So you need to build a life around being able to capture that and then really, really make it materialize. And so I'm a reminder is something that I say a lot of the time. Like, you remember growing up when somebody came and knocked on your door and asked you for something like a cup of flour or those sorts of things? That was real. I mean, that was real when I grew up. If I say that to kids now in a keynote, like, no, we don't answer the door when strangers come. Right. When you are consistently in a good space of creativity, you can capture it. Yeah. What do I do when I'm in the shower and something happens? I jump the fuck out of the shower and I write it down immediately because I know that it has merit. Yeah. Right? To get to that space, I just live a life that I really believe in, that's full of purpose and passion, that I care about, with people who care about me, who can execute the dream. I get inspired in the strangest places too. It could be something physical, it could be like a scent, it could be literally anything. And I think it's just being open to those things instead of thinking they're silly, which is what we do. We cut our child brain off. Yeah. And it's one of the biggest fucking mistakes we all make as adults is we stop playing. It's this thing, micromanagement, and people are like, you shouldn't be a micromanager. That shouldn't be a statement. It should be, you should never ever micromanage people you hired with a skill set. Ever. Like, let them be, let them do what they're really great at. You don't have to feel like you're the power broker in the situation.